ballpark.
What is up, guys? Welcome back. Episode 48 of the Bronx Nothing podcast. The New York Yankees have just taken 2 out of 3 in Pittsburgh against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Win the first 2, lose the last game. I'm a nail biter. Kevin, how you doing?
I mean, one day we drink the Kool-Aid. I think a lot of us do, even though we don't want to say it. And the next day it's taken away from us. I mean, at this point in time, I think 90% of the fan base thinks we're done. A lot of people thought we're done a long time ago. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to criticize a fan of being that, but for rooting for the team to fail, it's kind of stupid thinking that the front office or Boone is going to get fired if the team fails or not. I mean, it doesn't matter. You should root for your team to win no matter what. That's just my mindset. As we always say, we go down with the ship. There's nothing wrong with drinking the Kool-Aid either, thinking that the Yankees can go on a miracle run. They have won, I think, 18 of their last 21 games. So it's not like I think it's something like that. Maybe it's a little exaggerated.
14 out of the last 20. So 14 and
Okay.
6. The best record in baseball throughout that stretch, I believe. They were mentioning.
Again, I was drinking the Kool-Aid and I was dreaming. Maybe I thought it was a little better than that, but still, that's pretty solid, right? There's a few punk games that we were complaining about. One in Detroit, the Boston one in the morning too, the doubleheader. I mean, it's tough to, but the resting guys and stuff here and there, and just the whole Yankee narrative of who's available, who's not. Somebody's always getting injured every other day. So it's a mix of emotions. How do I feel was the first initial question. I don't even know how the fuck I feel. At this point, I kind of want it to be over with. Can we move forward? Can we close a chapter? You know, like when you're in that middle point of a relationship where you're you're already broken up with that person and you just want to move the page, or you're in the middle of it. Just get just get that shit over with. Can we move on? Can we close a chapter? We're done if this is the case, you know, right? Can we lose 3 in a row and count it? Like just rip the Band-Aid off, basically, is what I'm saying.
I like that, Kev.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I know you asked the first question. I mean, I went on a little rant there, but it's like I don't know how to feel. But at this point, I just want to know what to look forward to. 2024, what?
Case. I think that's the best case right now. I mean, you know how I am. I'm a Kool-Aid drinker. And honestly, after the game yesterday, I was like...
Red or blue?
Blue. Big time blue. Big time blue Kool-Aid drinker. I took a shower yesterday, and I cooled off, and I'm like, all right, listen, man.
You should have taken one today.
It's the Pirates. It's the Pirates. Let me chill out. Just take it game by game. And I knew, man, I'm like, listen, there's been so many cases where like, all right, you got to go 18-5 to get in. Oh, you got to go 12. Listen. As optimistic as I want to be, I think there's 2 or 3 games when I look back. Obviously, people were like, oh, man, I haven't watched this Yankee team all season. The season's been over since they put out the same lineup that they did last year, and they thought, things would be different. Like, okay, guys, you want to say that, but I see most of you guys posting at the stadium or still tweeting about the team and all that stuff. You guys want to go back to the July series against Baltimore, where we were 2 games back of first place, and now the Rays in Baltimore just clinched their playoff berth. And we're sitting here, having a mid-off with the Boston Red Sox to see who's going to not finish in last place.
Going back,
come on, man.
Back and forth. 6 games? 7 games? 6 games? 7 games. 6 games is such in reach. Like, normally 5 games back, 6 games back. Like, you can catch up to it, but at this point of the season, those 6 games is like 10 games. So it's like...
There's 2, and I don't want to stomp on your boy because I know he's your boy, but I made a joke before. I was like, Carlos Rodon, the vibe killer, pitches today. I texted my buddy. I'm like, let's see what he does today. And he pitched well, but I think between the Detroit game that he didn't pitch well and today, it's just like, I think today was the final nail in the coffin for me. I just saw Toronto came back, even though Texas lost. Like, I'll still be looking until we're like,
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Boston is not doing any favors.
Oh yeah, they're not, and they're not making it either. So we're just having a mid-off with them to see who's gonna be in last place and who's gonna be in 4th place. It's just been that kind of season, and I kind of agree with you. Like, I mean, honestly, I'm gonna just do what I want to do at this point. Like, I'm gonna go to the stadium this week, enjoy like these last 6 games. Who knows what's gonna happen in the off season? So, gonna enjoy all the Gleyber's at bats. I'm gonna enjoy Garrett Cole's last start for this season. I mean, he'll be back next season. I know people were talking about the opt out. Yankees are gonna give him another $36 million, and he'll be back, guys. So that's that. Let's get into the series real quick.
Wow, that's a great transition. No, keep going. You literally ended up with Cole, and Cole starts our first game.
Yeah,
Look at you. Look at Mario. Look at Mario with the transition.
Cole starts off, and he did not have the best game.
No.
Went 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks. Very unlike him, and only 4 strikeouts. Had some trouble in the first. They only got 1 run in the first off him with a sac fly. Then his buddy Rortvet helps him out, ties up the game 1-1 in the second. And then to rub a little salt on the wound, he had a good series against this guy, Brian Reynolds. Won an RBI single in the bottom of the second. You know, he's been a name that's been going around in Yankee land for a while now, Kevin, about, you know, a lot of people were saying trade Dominguez for him, all this.
Not only Dominguez,
on the IL.
Volpe was on that list as well. People seem to forget that. I mean, I've been making my case with some people about Reynolds and Dominguez. Volpe was in the mentions for that trade too. Look at Volpe's numbers and look at Reynolds, and now look at what possibly Dominguez can give you. I said this. I just didn't agree that I don't think that Reynolds is a 3-4 prospect guy. I didn't think he was ready.
Listen, he's a good ball player. He had a good series, but. I mean, yeah, we agree. I'm not upset that we didn't trade for him. We got Dominguez. He's a stud. We got Volpe. So let's move on from that. But Garrett Cole did not get the win in this. But in the top of the 6th, the Yankees added some runs and took the lead. DJ LeMahieu, RBI single, and then an Aaron Judge, RBI single. The Yankees took the lead. And then a scary moment in the bottom of the 6th. I believe his name is Anthony. I don't want to pronounce it wrong. Mitasevich. I think that's how you pronounce it.
That's how you said. Don't worry. Don't say it again.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. That's pretty close. G1 Bay hit the single off his off the side of his mouth. I think he lost a tooth or something. He's on a 7-day IL. He probably won't be back this season.
Nah, probably.
But just praying for him that, you know, speedy recovery and all that. Really scary moment. He went down. Even G1 Bay said, you know, even during the game, he was like, listen, for the rest of the game, you know, I was thinking about him. It's just a scary moment.
It is.
But he understands that it is part of the game, so.
Yeah, I mean, it happens very rarely, but when it does happen, it's very scary. And that ball went all the way to the outfield, Mario. So when thinking about that ball ricocheting off of Mitasevich, and I'm glad he's okay. As you said, he lost a tooth. He was immediately bleeding. He was able to stand up and walk and everything, he was responsive. So that was a great sign to see. And I hope him for a speedy recovery, even though I think he's not going to be back this year. But I think mentally, hopefully everything is fine, because that is a very scary moment, and that can maybe trump his mindset for the next few starts until he gets that out of the way. I remember when Bryce got hit as well. Like when he came back, he didn't look like himself either. So when guys get hit there, I mean, I don't blame them. It's not only something that can happen suddenly, it can also mentally in the future you can be a little bit traumatized from that. So hopefully everything works out for him.
Yeah, 100%. Super scary moment. Just praying for him and, you know, just hoping for a speedy recovery. Let's get back to the game real quick. In the bottom of the 6th, they continue to score runs. That was that weird play with Gleyber. Honestly, in that moment, like, Gleyber's got to clean that up, Kev. At least knock the ball down. They gave Brian Hayes a single. He got 2 RBIs off that. They took a 5-3 lead. He probably wasn't going to get him at first. But, dude, you have to at least knock the ball down. If you're going to backhand the ball, at least knock it down. You can't defend that. He's just got to – I don't know what the Yankees are doing in the offseason with him, but – if he is staying, man, we got to get him like a coach, like Willie Randolph, to teach him how to play second base. Somebody who plays, you know, a really good second base can teach this guy, because he makes some great plays, but he's got to make the easy ones, man.
Yeah,
at least knock
correct.
him down. At least knock him down.
Make the easy ones and not think that everything is so easy either. Like, you can't be that. I get that sometimes you want to be smooth and nonchalant, but man, until you're saving runs for your team, I mean, I don't think even then you shouldn't be like some guys were just natural at that, right? Like maybe he grew up watching Cano and he thinks that he can do some. It's not the same guy. Gleyber, tú eres
Yeah.
de lo mío también, pero it's like, bro, it's do you focus on your defense because I think your bat is fine now. Now you can focus on your defense. You upgrade that and you bring your defense as an average or slightly above average defensive player. Then I mean, it's all wins from there, right? His bat is already top 5, top 10 in the league.
Yep.
So as
Yep.
second baseman.
Yep. 100%. That was definitely a tough moment in the game. But listen, Pirates gave the Yankees the game. A couple walks. Florio makes it a 5-4 game with a bases loaded walk, and then Volpe gets bailed out. Should have been double play. Just a bad there by the second baseman there. Ball gets away. Yankees
No,
take the
no, no, no,
lead.
no, 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 no. Hold on. Flo ran right through him. Remember,
Yeah, he didn't
these
slide.
guys are
He
not
didn't slide.
sliding now. Remember, we were talking about it on Discord. There's something new that they're doing. Instead of sliding, wide or whatever, they're just running straight through the double play. That way, it things like this happen, right? Or if I was hearing it, if it's only, I think it's only 0 outs. If they do that, or if he's safe, the runs counts. Basically, is what I'm saying, Mara. It's something new that they're trying out. It worked. It's worked twice because I think Judge did it once, right? Was it Judge or something? I don't know. I gotta double check,
No, it
but
worked.
yeah, they've done it. The Yankees done it twice and it's worked twice. They've broken up a double play that way.
Yep, like I said, I mean, Volpe got bailed out there.
No, yeah,
Ball got
100%.
by
But
there.
but when you're making a transition, I don't know if you ever played the infield and a guy's not sliding, that makes it tough to throw.
You got to go like to the side.
Yeah, so
you can't just go straight to the back. I got you. Yeah, it's definitely a tough throw. Big leaguer should make it, but
yeah, I agree.
definitely help the Yankees in that spot. And Waldo, like I said, with an RBI single,
3 hits
he's
this
been
game.
on fire. Yep, gave the Yankees 7-5 lead. They did not look back. Clay Holmes comes in,
Yeah.
closes it out
Oh, he did go.
against
Okay.
his old team. So Yankees won 7-5. Anything else about this game, Kevin?
Not
Let me
really.
get
Just
everything.
just shout out to Cabrera, 3 hits. I said that. Also Judge had 3 hits in this game, so that was dope. And DJ had 2, but yeah, pretty solid game, man.
Okay, let's go to game 2. After the Yankees win game 1, 7-5. They gave the ball to Luke Weaver. And listen, the Yankees gave him some early runs.
Who?
Top of the first, Austin Wells with a double to give the Yankees a 1-0 lead. Then Florial with a 2 RBI single. Yankees took a 3-0 lead, and I was like, okay, might be a nice, easy game. Then they were talking about his ERA against the Pirates because Luke Weaver has faced the Pirates a couple of times this year. This was his 3rd start against them. A leadoff walk, and we know that never works out well for the Yankees. And then, again, the guy who a lot of Yankee fans wanted, Brian Reynolds,
2-run shot.
2-run bomb, 2-run shot against the middle pitch. I mean, I don't know what the where I believe Wells was set up.
As
He was
middle
up behind the plate, but
middle as middle could be.
yeah, yep. Took him out dead center. So gave him a 2-run lead there. But after that, he settled in. He went 4 innings, 3 runs, 4 hits, 2 walks, and was it 2 strikeouts, I believe? Or no, 7 strikeouts. My fault. 7 strikeouts. So
7 Ks.
yep, good for him there. And the Yankees, they did well offensively. Big G with a solo shot
Rocket.
gave the Yankees a 4-2 lead. Rodriguez, their one of their catchers for them, a young catcher they got, with a sac fly. Yankees still led the game there, 4-3. Then the wild pitch helps out the Yankees yet again this season and last season. We knew how the wild pitch was one of our best friends. Helped out the Yankees there, gave us a 5-3 lead, and then just the icing on the cake, some more insurance. Waldo with a solo shot in the 8th, and the Yankees win this game 6-3.
That was a nice shot.
Weaver, to Brito. The Yankees after the 4th inning did not allow a base runner. Brito went 3 innings, no hits, no walks, no runs, 3 strikeouts. Ian came in. Welcome back to Ian. Nice to see him again this year. He had a strikeout, no hits, and then Clay with another clean 9th. Yankees win this game 6-3. Clay also had a strikeout. So
Yo, Burrito's looking nice, bro.
Brito's looking real nice out of the bullpen.
Yep.
Real nice to see.
A long
I
relief
don't
guy.
know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I think King is probably gonna be a starter next year, Kev. We can all assume he's been pretty nasty
Yep.
as a starter, but
That's a spot for Brito
nah,
right
man,
there. It's gonna be between Brito
we
and
definitely
Vasquez, but
need.
Brito looks very nice. Vasquez does too. Depending on who the Yankees get, Vasquez might.
He didn't pitch bad today. Yeah, I mean Vasquez didn't pitch bad at all today. I'm listening, and you don't know what we're gonna do in trade season. People could
Yeah.
like Clark stuff a lot. Has a lot of years of control, starter, and he's only gonna get better. I think Clark. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, like I said, the Yankees take this game 6-3. Take game 2, and you got a chance to sweep. Carlos Rodon on the mound. Let's get to it.
Carlos
Listen,
Honjorón.
Listen,
Carlos Honjorón.
Carlos pitched well, man. I can't even be mad at him. He went
You want to be mad at him?
six and 2/3, 6 hits, 3 runs, no walks, 10 Ks.
No walks.
Gave up an RBI single and the third to Peguero. He gave the
Solo
Pirates
shot.
a 1-0 lead. Then he gave up a solo shot.
Who hit that solo shot?
Dude,
It was just a matter of time. It was just a matter of time, and
off the foul pole.
and that's a high fastball, right? So it's like it wasn't a strike. That was high and outside, and Miggy still took it the other way. So it's like it was just a matter of time before Miggy showed his face here. I think I as a Miggy guy who I felt like we could have traded him instead of treating him this way, because people don't understand. People wanted a lot of fans shit on Miggy this whole last few years, but we were just saying like, why did we keep this kid if we're not gonna give him a legit shot? Why didn't we trade him for Machado when we could have? Right? That was our whole argument, and now you're treating him like nothing, right? So listen. I'm glad for the kid, honestly. Not really. Kind of salty because it's Rodon. Rodon's my guy. But I knew that was going to happen. It was just a matter of time.
It was just a matter of time with him getting a 2-0 lead. Yankees were getting no hit at this point. Pretends to be shocked. Feels like it's been happening
So much.
way too often these past couple of years. It's ridiculous. But listen. Yankees get some runs in the top of the 6th. DJ LeMahieu with an RBI double. Cuts the lead in half, 2-1 Pirates. And then Volpe with a clutch homer in the top of the 7th. Jeff Nelson was also talking about how
Very
the pitch
nice.
low and away. That pitch low and away has gotten him a lot. That slider low and away, he's having a hard time because he's very pulled. He kind of opens up his hips. So, I mean, that's something maybe the Yankees could work on with him, or he can work on with this hitting coach in the offseason, because we're going to need him to spray the ball all over the place. I mean, he's had some homers to the short porch this year. Off the top of my head, a Toronto one that I remember. That was a big homer, I think, earlier in the season. I want to say April or May, which that was a big homer. Said that part of the season we needed that win badly.
I really think Volpe could just make some slight adjustments to his swing, and he'll be just so much better. And not maybe to his swing, maybe to his approach, right? Maybe think the way you think home run, the first strike, the first or whatever. Then after that, think gap to gap. Maybe a little different approach. I don't know, because listen, if Volpe, tell me, would you rather have? He's hitting right now. I'll tell you right now. 211.
It's dipped like okay. It was
211 right now.
208, so.
Yeah, right now it's 211 with 680 OPS. Imagine if he basically gives you, instead of giving you, I'm pretty sure he's gonna hit 1 or 2 more, maybe 24 home runs, right? No, 23. Instead of him hitting 23, 24, he gives you 15, 17, but he's hitting 250, and his OPS is 750, 780. Right.
Love that.
So listen, that's a slight adjustment. I get some of you guys love the home runs. Yeah, but that's not you right now, Volpe. It's not. You're a young guy. You should be focusing on contributing where you can. And maybe if he does that, the home runs will still come. Who knows? Maybe that his first year making that adjustment, he hits this way. And the next year, now he's still hitting 250 with 20 home runs. So I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, right? It's just I think it's an approach thing. I don't know.
No, definitely an approach thing with him, and I just think with time, now he has a full season. He didn't err today, but listen, I'm kind of tired of making the excuses. I think he'll get better.
He's been pretty good. I mean, I think I mean, when you look at the shortstops DRS, I think he's still top 10. I gotta double check, but he's been solid at defense, man. He is.
And you need the guys around him to produce. Like DJ didn't get going until what? After the All-Star break. Stan hasn't had a great year.
No.
Rizzo being hurt. Judge being out for so long, like, I mean, I feel like I sound like Brian Cashman now with all these damn excuses, but you need the other guys to produce. You can't just rely on a rookie. You
Correct.
knew he wasn't gonna have a great year at the plate this year, especially being a rookie. Not everybody's Jason Dominguez.
Nope.
Let's just put that out there. Not everybody's the Martian. We miss you already, Martian. We hope you're doing well. I believe the surgery is on Wednesday, so
Yes, sir.
hopefully everything comes out well and he's ready to go for next year. One more thing in this game, and it was a pivotal moment in the game, which is the reason why the Yankees lost 3-2. So unlucky, and it kind of just sums up the 2023 season for me, at least, Kevin. That popped the balloon. Listen, nothing will surprise me anymore with this team, Kevin. Delay with a double right off the bag. If they win 12 straight, I will not be surprised at all. If they finish under 500 and lose how many games they got left? 12 games. They go 2-10. Will not be surprised. That's just the point that I'm at right now, Kevin. It's not even numb. It's just like I think what you said.
Yeah. It's
I'm
just,
gonna enjoy the stadium. Just rip the Band-Aid off, get it over with. Let all the trolls or whatever just put the E next to the Yankees name. Eliminated from the playoffs. And one more thing I want to say about making the playoffs. I'll always root for my favorite team to make to the playoffs. I don't think making it to the playoffs and missing is gonna be a big difference between Boone coming back or not. I'll just say that
Correct.
real quick. It's not gonna make a big difference.
It's
So
not.
I might as well root for your team, but listen, I know a lot of people that are like, Mario, I'm telling you, they missed the playoffs. Even if they finish under 500, a lot of he built a good relationship with Jason Dominguez. Like, I feel like Jason likes him already, so they'll let him play out to the end of his contract, and they'll reevaluate next season. They'll probably just get a couple guys in free agency or trades. Sorry, Kevin.
Oh no, I was gonna say no. Yeah, I mean, what I was gonna say is I would rather move away from that point at this time because I feel, listen, as much as successful as Boone's been as he's been here, because he has the numbers in wins and losses in the regular season. No, yeah, of course, in the regular season, because that's what people are always gonna talk about. It's not been there in October. It's been clear that he's been a very, 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 to some, because again, when you go the analytical route, he's been okay. When you go the old school mindset maybe, or the managing of the game, he hasn't been there. He hasn't been able to take out guys or keep guys in the game when they need to, like taking out Cole in the ALCS. That doesn't make any sense. Michael K ripped them. Everybody ripped them for it. The series before that, not having Clay Homestar, he was available, him saying he wasn't available. It's fucking October. What are we talking about? This is what I mean from Boone. You're pampering and babying your team to me, right? And I like Boone, man. I mean, he gave me one of the best moments as a kid, man. 2003. Not only that, I can see him. I love how he goes out there for his guys, right? When he gets thrown out, when he knows he's justified. I like that from him, and he's a funny guy. I've seen him on other shows and stuff like that, and he seems like a great dude. And there's nothing against him, but I feel like either he's being told that we gotta go with the process. And he has not much say in it because it seems that way, and that's not fair to him. But at this point, has been situations where you could manage the bullpen the right way, or you could make decisions. Don't tell me the Miami game, which to me was a pivotal moment of this season, you couldn't tell that Clay Holmes didn't have it, that he was all over the place.
There's so many games you could point out.
I know, but that one's one that was just horrible. You can't be winning 7-2 in the ninth and lose that game. It just cannot happen. Right, so it's like that is just what I'm saying, man. And to me, I'd rather see the new guy come in with the guys now, right? Because this might not be a great free agent year. I'd rather see the new manager get that year out of the way now, so you can see what you have and get that gel going early. So if we make a nice run next year, and if not 2025, then there's no excuses. Or you know what I'm saying? But I feel like they're gonna give Boone the one more year and say, listen, all your guys were injured. This is your last year. Your deal is expiring. Let's see what you got. And do we want to do that? If Boone goes ahead and fucks it all up again, now we still got to get a manager for 2025. Now we got to push that year as well, because listen, when you bring new managers in, it doesn't click right away. I mean, it should, but it doesn't. Sometimes it takes a month, 2 months. Sometimes it takes a whole fucking season. So I don't know. But for what I know for sure is that the Yankees are not going to fire Boone.
Unless something catastrophic happens, the people that Hal brought in,
No.
to look over the team, say you have to get rid of this guy, which is I don't think it's gonna happen. But if it does, maybe then change comes. But they'll probably just fire a couple people.
The sacrificial lambs this year will be guys from the analytical department.
Yep.
They're bringing in a team to look at it, and those are the guys they're gonna fire. Trust me, guys that you don't even know that were there.
But that's pretty much it. Something like that's gonna happen. Maybe the Yankees. I mean, if you want to sell to the fans anything next year, they're not gonna buy injuries, bro. They're just not. This fan base is not gonna buy injuries. You're still gonna get, your nice attendance. It's not gonna be as much as you want though, as much as you think it's gonna be, unless you go out, you get a Yamamoto and multiple bats. That's the only way you're really gonna have this fan base back in. And Yankee fans, even the ones that are super negative, they're super loyal. They love the team. We just all want to win, man.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. And now we're seeing the Rays and the Orioles. They both clinched playoff appearances, and dude, we're
maybe even
at
Toronto.
the bottom of the AL East. Listen, that's the one thing. Before we end, Kevin, we're done with the series recapping it. At least play spoiler for Toronto, man. I'd rather Texas get in taxes. I'm thinking about New Jersey taxes. I'd rather Texas get in.
You want to mess up their movie?
Toronto. Yeah, play spoiler, bro.
The movie that hasn't come out in like 5 years since he said that. This is the longest. What is it? The Titanic they're recording over there. I mean, listen. I agree with you. We got 6 games left with Toronto. I think the Yankees are still going to play spoiler. Honestly, I think that's. And they're still, not technically out of it, but, we know they're out of it, but they're technically not, so they're still going to play great. They should be playing good baseball against the Toronto Blue Jays. But that being said, this is the last homestand coming. 3 against Toronto, 3 against Arizona. We really wanted to see the Martian. We'll be there at the NYYU event on September 23rd. You'll be there, I'm pretty sure, for all 6 games. These coming up. Awesome. So... That being said, man, just play. I wanted to see Chaparro get one at bat, bro, but I know it's not gonna happen. It sucks. We got a few guys there that I don't know what the Yankees are gonna do. There's a lot to talk about in the offseason, so we'll be pretty active. And yeah, man, there's not much I can say. All I can say is I kind of agree with you. I just wish that we were technically, to an extent, if it's going to happen, I wanted it to happen already where we're mathematically out, where we can just be focusing on next year and looking at these kids as bats now, like Peraza, Pereira, not Flo. Basically seeing the guys that we have now, that Wells. I told you that Wells had a nice double today in that 3rd game, right? So I told you I think his bat will be there. I want to see him and Trevi next year. That's another area where the Yankees need help, which is offensively. I think Austin Wells could potentially give you that, and there's no big catcher in the free agency anyway. So yeah, man. I don't know if you have anything else.
Nah, it's just a weird place to be in as a Yankee fan right now. We're kind of never in this place. I haven't been in this place for a couple of years talking about the offseason. When there's 2 weeks to go, we're usually talking about
October, the matchups.
Play in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But definitely tough. But listen, what else can we do, man? It's just been that kind of season. Just hoping for some change at this point, Kevin. That's all we can really do.
Think about it this way. This is the only way I'm thinking about it. This had to happen, so Hal could see that. Listen, Cashman, whatever you've been doing with the analytics, with your process, we're gonna bring in another team to evaluate it. As much as people are mad at it, it's been happening since 2018. That's when the changes happened. That's why Girardi left. It's been happening in the minors. That's what happened. We all saw those interviews with the kid from Foul Territory talking about taking a T away and taking and the analytic approach that we're doing in 2018, right? The Yankees moved away. They changed their whole way of bringing up guys up. Now, let's not go into that. But what I'm saying is, what has that given you in the last 5 years? Yes, 2 ALCS trips, but one of them the last one was a sweep. You got swept. And your offense looked horrendous in that series. So maybe this happening was the best to not prolong these next 2 years of the Yankees making it to the playoffs and not hitting a lick and striking out 15, 16 times a game. Maybe this had to happen. Maybe the baseball gods were like, yes, we're on your side. You guys should be winning. But I'm going to have to do this to you guys now so you guys can so you can get Cashman's mindset out of the way or whatever the fuck is going on, right? So that's the only silver lining that I see. And, of course, Cole Cy Young here, which is sad that we're not in the playoffs to continue that, right? Because he's been throwing the ball extremely, extremely, extremely well. But that being said, maybe this had to happen, Mario, for Hal to wake the fuck up and be like, something's wrong with what you're doing, so let's fix it. So
if he doesn't wake up after this season, Kevin, man, my hope will be very low. But we just love Yankees baseball, man. We want to see them win. I want to go over the matchups real quick. Just mention who's gonna pitch. We got Garrett Cole on Thursday, so that should be exciting against Barrios. Kikuchi against Clark Schmidt on Tuesday, and then we got Gosman against Michael King. I know Gosman. I'm gonna Jesus.
That's man. I mean, yeah, I know.
Have 13 strikeouts.
But I know, but I mean, let's see King. Because right, I mean, King's been throwing the ball well. So, but yeah,
be ready. Be ready going for the Yankees. Yep.
Let's go. So talk to you guys Thursday. Anything else, Mario, before we close?
Nah, that's pretty much it. We got everything in. We just appreciate you guys. We know it's been a super frustrating season with this team, but you know, if you guys are still watching, listening to us, whether it's every episode, every other episode, we really appreciate it, man, because we get it. We're as frustrated as you guys about how the season's gone, but
we're watching every game.
We're watching every game. We're hoping for some change because we're sick. And if you're watching, you're probably sick like us too, but we appreciate it, man.
We're all sick together.
Yep. Thank you guys for watching episode 48 of the Bronx podcast. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Catch you guys after the Toronto series. Let's play spoiler.
Yeah. Let's go, Yanks.